Hey guys, and welcome back to another Star Rail video. And today, as you might have already guessed, we're pulling for Phainon. I do not have enough pulls to get everything, so we will be hoping for some luck and for some cashback, I guess. Needless to say that I was waiting for him for a while, because this is literally Kevin from Honkai 3rd, and I don't know if y'all played it or heard about that game, but this is where it all started, and everyone was pretty upset that in that game, male characters are not playable. In any case, we're blessed because Kevin is finally playable. Also, we do not need this epic ass music playing in the background. I was just farming the maps. It's where the story is. It will not start, will it? Well, I mean, he's right there, so we will not approach him, but I do want to just start pulling. Honestly, I'm a bit nervous because I am zero well, not everything. I am pretty far in on the Lycone, and I will even it out, and we will count the PD once we're done with the character summons. I'm literally 0 PD and on a 50-50, so let's just see how that goes. I am not interested in any of the 4 stars, and that being said, probably any at all, because I probably have like everyone at E6 right now. So am I covering anything? I feel like I am. That way you can actually see everything I got. At the same time, 4 stars are welcome because that's cashback. Let's keep on going. 20 pulls and no earlies. How dare you, game? I want my Phainon right now in 30 pulls and better make it double. Okay, hold up, wait a minute. I was not ready for this. I mean, that's a loss, most likely. I just don't believe I won just like that. That's just, there's no way. Please stop that. But that makes it definitely way easier. Oh my god, I just got G-baited again. I got baited again. That happened to me before. I'm gonna link my Acheron video right here, but yeah, you might probably guess, like, what is this? Okay, I would say that I'm mad, but I can't be too mad, y'all. Like, what? It's 24. If I don't lose the Lycone, I'm good. But I don't know. I think I'm literally 6 in right now, so I'm still gonna be like doing, you know, 10 pulls until like 70. But yeah, I guess we did get a distraction character. I just wanted another one, you know, not that one. Oh, it's good Lycone, but I think it's already S5. Now I'm losing track. I think this is 30, so I must be like 36 in. Okay, just to have an idea, because I don't want to like overpull. Okay, please don't take too long, please. I know I just lost early, but come on, I keep losing like everything I pull. Like, it's whoever I summon. 76 right now. I'm pretty sure. Really. It's like that, huh? I'm single pulling for you. So no double for us, I guess, because this has got to be 78 now or something. Okay, March. If it's not, obviously I'll just, you know, cut some things out, but I'm single pulling at this point. I don't want to risk it because unfortunately we can't really look through the story. I think there's literally like 80, so thank you, I guess. It's things like that. I feel like, okay, I will not complain. I'll just look at his splash art for a second there. Let me see. There he is. Oh my god, I've waited for so long. And y'all, I don't know anything about him, but I'm so happy right now. Finally. But yeah, what I wanted to say is it always happens to me. I get an early, but I always lose. Or like I lose and then I get an early. His Lycone is looking interesting. Let me just double check. I think I'm some weird number, like maybe 46, 43, something like that. I don't remember. 47. So let's just do 3 to even it out. As you can see, I got it back to back, but to see my reaction, you should probably watch my caster speed. I'm just promoting everything. Okay, 3 more pulls and then 10 pulls, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, and 3. I don't think I'm interested in those Lycones either. Oh, wait. That one is new. Oh, that's good for Hyacine, I guess. Okay, so now that I'm 50 in, I gotta save as much as I can because I might lose my 25 to 75 again. I feel like in my account, it's reversed, honestly, judging from the amount of them that I lose. 60. Okay, nothing. Shall I? Just, you know, for the video. Okay, I will do it because who knows? Maybe it's gonna put me through hard PD anyway, but I think this is 70. Yeah, this is it. But, you know, it makes it a bit more fun to click through a temple rather than, you know, just single pulling all the time. Let's see it. I'm super scared. I mean, the fact that I got an early Clara kind of saved the situation, though. Even if I lose here, I think it's not like the worst case still. But still pretty bad if I lose. So let's just hope I don't, I guess. I don't know. It's... The game did not just do that to me. Y'all, the game did not just do that to me. That is fucking insane. Game, I'm just letting you know you owe me 3 Lycons right now in this 10 pool. I am absolutely like shocked. I don't even know what to say anymore because this is just not okay. This is, at this point, I'm starting to seriously think that my game is bugged. Because there is no way one person should be losing so many 75s to 25s unless you're trying to tell me that this is actually a 50-50 here. Because I'm pretty sure it wasn't last time I checked. Every session I have lately, this is how it goes. I am like beyond disappointed right now. This is ridiculous. What did I do? I must be like 53 in or something like that. So let's just do them single pulls. That would be literally 60. So maybe I should have just made like a temple actually, but you know, this is just so stupid though. I can't believe I made 3 jades thinking of making pulls instead. This video will make history, I guess. I don't know. I'll keep on pulling with my crystals probably because I am not feeling like going through this right now. I have just been farming for so long and you're telling me that this is how it's gonna end? No, it's not. I can't even make that many, but I should be literally 60. I have to be. I would say let's pull 2 more times. I don't fucking know. I have to do single pulls again. And which, by the way, I am sorry that it's turning out that way. It's not really probably that fun to watch. Low-key, I might not be able to get it. And I was afraid that might happen, but I was totally not prepared for it to be because of the freaking Lycon doing me dirty like this again. It's not the last one. And I don't even think I have cash back. No. I am so fucking disappointed right now. You don't understand. Obviously, I'm still gonna keep the video up. It's just that I'm gonna go farm in the meanwhile. I'm literally like 63 in or something like that, or maybe even 64. Like, it's any moment now. And obviously, you'll see it through. I have a lot of standard pulls as well, so I could have easily like got some cash back right now. But I'm not gonna do this because these standard tickets, I am saving them for some sort of a big video I will eventually make, and I'm not gonna waste them right now. This is so stupid. By the way, this little thing, Fate Gift, it says that I needed to make 200 pulls. Look how many I did. And I still don't have his Lycon. I think this is a literal crime. And I'm sorry, I keep saying this. I just do not understand how I keep on doing that. I'm about to go rant to my friend about this because I've ranted to you enough already. But yeah, anyways, I'll be right back when I have a few more, I guess. Okay, after like a good hour or so, probably more than that, honestly, I am back and I have updated the pity. So now I know for a fact I'm already 64 in. So if that's not enough, those 4 pulls, I'm quite literally done for today, and I'll probably see you tomorrow. But I mean, for you it will be just a second anyway, so let's just see. Perhaps I'm honestly just getting it now, unless I again like miscalculated something, you know, miscounted the pages. But I'm pretty sure that was 65 just now, which means it's already past soft PD and it's just refusing to give it to me, which is absolutely atrocious. I don't even understand what's happening. This is the last pull. If it's not here, then it's not here. I don't even know what to say. I can have 1 more pull if I quite literally like exchange everything. This is like all I have. This is absolute. Is it even the right banner? I'm so scared. This is absolutely everything I got, and it's still not enough. I'm actually quite devastated right now. Okay, so let me tell you, what sucks right now is not even like the pity anymore. It's the fact that it's whenever you're trying to record a video. I swear, I've done so many pulls like off screen. Some of them went so crazy. Sometimes I would get a double or something like that. But the moment you start recording, shit like that happens, the recording becomes a mess. I mean, y'all don't want to hear it, I know. I think the Lycon banner has never mistreated me so badly before. Part of me was like, I mean, I could scratch the video because all I do is just complain. But at the same time, I'm like, I feel like to some people it might be relatable. When I watch someone lose so bad, I always feel bad for them. I feel you, and that's why I've spent this many pulls today, plus 47. That's 240 pulls I'm spending right now on him and his weapon. Just let that sink in. And I already spent that much. It's gonna be more than that. Who knows how many more? Because this Lycon banner just being such a bitch to me right now. I'm sorry. I think I'm done complaining. It's pretty late already. So I just wanted to get like a few. And I thought surely I'll be safe with 4 more. Nah, I was not. Guess be right back again. I've been on a wild ride. I have just finished the whole story without realizing it. I'm pretty sure, okay, I can't say I'm sure because I don't know the exact number, but I feel like I'm 68, which means that's already ridiculously far. And if this is not enough, then I guess I will continue pulling tomorrow, but let's see. Nope, still not. Every pull, every additional pull, it just feels so painful. It is so unnecessary. Finally, here he is. I mean, his icon is. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm so happy. My face probably does not show it. Just now, I low-key expected it to be a different Lycone. I don't know, because at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if the game just didn't give it to me the second time as well. I just want to say right now, before I proceed any further, I do feel sorry that I am being like this, but at the same time, I hope you understand. I've been through so much shit just now. Reading the story, it's been hours. I'm going crazy at this point. I'm missing 5 more reps. I have to, I guess, do that at this point. I don't even know why I would need this Lycone, but add 47 to this and you'll get how many pulls it took me to get him in his Lycone. I already said that before. Oh, spoilers probably. I think my ultimate problem is that a really good and satisfying part about gacha is to win. Isn't that what we all like, essentially? And if every time you pull, you're like, well, I'm like 99% certain I'm gonna lose, it just takes away, you know, the essential part of it. It's just not as fun anymore when I feel like, well, I'm gonna lose anyway, you know? I wouldn't even really be that upset if it was just the characters, but the Lycones, they are a punch in the gut. Her Lycone is already S4 as we speak, and now it's gonna be S5. I've never had a final refinement weapon in any game, and I've been playing Genshin for a pretty long time. I do want to finish this rant and don't just want to be like gloomy in the video and then being like, here. And I hope maybe it resonates with someone, and feel free to rant in the comments if you want to, because if someone understands, that's definitely gonna be me. I guess I'm gonna talk a little bit. I usually just cut out this whole part, but I don't care if he like speaks a little bit when I level him up. Okay, that's loud. I guess I do care. Holy shit. You could say, oh, it's your fault, I prepared for the character. You'll be right. Yep, if I wanted him so bad, I should have saved. Ideally, prepare for 2 losses. Yes, that's right, because shit like this happens, as you can clearly see, and no one is safe from this. Point being, like I said, just prepare for the characters you want, expect the worst, and hope for the best. But hey, here's the character, and we get to, you know, claim all these little shinies and exclamation points. Clara Eidolons, yeah, nah. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me on this summoning journey, and I really hope that was entertaining to watch. Well, the pulling section of this video is over, so proceed if you're interested to see the numbers and, you know, like me trying to figure him out. I'm pretty tired, so see you tomorrow. All right, this is the next day and I'm still wearing the same shirt, but what can you do about it? I am ready to go test Phainon. First of all, I think I should show you my build. He does not have a lot of crit damage, but I have acquainted myself with some information about him online, and apparently he does not need so much, and it's way better to focus on crit rate because he already gets a lot of crit damage from his, well, it said traces, though I am not quite sure why it specifically pointed out traces when crit rate is also here. But not that I have a choice, I honestly just gave him the best stuff I had, which is still not good, especially this. This is literally like my best piece. I know I rolled HP, I don't even care. Like, going off the standards of my account, that is actually pretty fucking good. And yeah, you can see the rest over here as well. Nothing super impressive, but I was glad that I was able to give him his planner ornament, even though it's probably not worth giving him a signature if you don't have good stats anyway, but I think those stats are decent enough. I mean, I would love to push to 200, and I probably should, but for now, this is what his build is gonna look like. I guess let's test him, because I still haven't done his trial. Yes, it's not gonna be my first impressions anymore, unfortunately. The story mode kind of ruined it for me, not gonna lie. He's pretty crazy, he looks pretty damn fucking sick. First of all, he literally gives you 3 skill points on top of, you know, what you already have. I just noticed though, like, does he consume 2? Because it's highlighted. Yeah, he does consume 2, which kind of sucks, but also, I mean, did you see what he just did? He literally destroys enemies within a certain range. I wonder if he can hit, yeah, he can hit all of them from here. No, he can't. That guy didn't get hit, but I think if I placed myself better, that would work. That looks pretty sick. It kills small enemies and big enemies. I'm pretty sure he literally just enters the battle. Yes, he does. So yeah, there's the summary. I'm not gonna bother reading all of that because I realized that in my previous videos I always do that, but it just takes way too much time. I'm pretty sure if you're pulling for him or you're watching videos about him, you already know what he does. I just want to see his animations up close, you know, slow down the animations a little bit. But before I do that, I wanted to place my camera somewhere else because this is more of a suitable place for it when I pull, but when I play, I'd prefer it somewhere around here. These characters rushing me all the time is just so fucking annoying. Don't rush me, boy. So what I want to do, like I said, just want to check out his animations. He looks pretty damn cool. I'm not gonna lie to you, I was never really a fan of this form of his. It's the other one. When we got like the splash art, I think it wasn't a splash art, it was from his trailer, I think the thumbnail. He looked so sick there. I was like, oh damn. Alright, as you can see, his starter stats are already way better than mine. I wish, and I will, eventually, I will keep on farming. As with other characters, you just use his skill, gain energy, except he is another one of those characters that doesn't use energy, but uses these stacks. I think it's called core flame. Yeah, 12 core flame points. Except he, unlike other characters that use special ultimates, actually does benefit from supports that give you some energy. So someone like Sunday, someone like Huohuo actually work with him because they give him 2 of those stacks. That was pretty exciting. That is not exactly my team, but I do have this team too, so we can check both of them out after this. But let's just see what he can do in the trial. And he gave himself a damage boost just now, I believe. I do not know his kit entirely, so please feel free to just point some things out in the comments, because I always like reading new things about the characters. But the problem is that, like I said, I just didn't have time to like dive in fully. But let's actually see, because Sunday is gonna use his ultimate and give him 2 core flames here, I believe. Yeah, we need 12, by the way, which is, I'm pretty sure, the amount of flame chasers as well. So now it's telling me to use his ultimate. That will transform him. I just want to slow down the animation just to watch it properly. Look at it. Pretty sure this animation is from his trailer as well. Now the game completely changes. Okay, I mean, it kind of looks like Fei Xiao's and Acheron's ultimate. It's an ultimate mode where he changes and so many things change. First and foremost, that I liked, you have turns. It's not that you just get 1 turn for it and you just like keep hitting enemies. Like Acheron, for example, you actually stay in it. So that means while enemies are acting, he's the only one getting hit. And I thought that was pretty cool, because that feels like that's a great potential for a no sustain run somewhere. And his kit somehow makes it that like he takes less damage and he heals himself in this form. This form is fucking crazy. It's called Kaslana, by the way, which I'm still confused why it's called that. I'm pretty sure it's a last name, not an actual name. Thought he was gonna be Kevin, but I think Kevin is someone else, but you have to play the story to understand. That is, again, if you even played Honkai Star. But besides the point, they are not here right now and they will not get hit. And you get like good, what does it say, like 8 turns or 7? I'm not gonna talk too much about it because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but basically, I mean, it does tell me that I need to consume Scourge points and use Enhanced Skill Foundation. I need 4 of these points basically to use his super strong skill. The problem is that there is a blast and enhance. These 2, I don't really know what's the difference of using those. So let's see the skill animation. First of all, he is literally aura farming right now. What is happening? Look at this shit. This is some, I don't know, fucking Naruto bullshit. Just fucking dropping them planets on these idiots. That is crazy to me. I mean, I think it's like meteorite shower or something like that. I also think at some point he has some follow-up attack happening. It's telling me here. So you can use basic attack or skill to gain Scourge points. But that makes no sense. I thought I spend them to use it. But anyways, if I use his basic attack now, he will hit 3 targets only, but will get like 2 charges, yeah, for the skill, which is still pretty epic and still pretty strong. I'm kind of waiting for his follow-up attack. I think it will fill up depending on how many enemies act or something like that. See, right now I can either enhance or do the basic attack though. Which one is better? This one gives me 2. I think enhancement gives me 1 only, or maybe that is situational. Okay, let's enhance here. No, that just gave me 1. Okay, so now he's doing the follow-up attack. I think it's because he kept getting hit by the enemy. Another thing is enhancement does not actually result in any damage though. Unless maybe that's what the follow-up attack is related to. Maybe that's why he keeps doing that. But again, I'm kind of just speculating here. All that matters is that his animations are hot. When the transformation ends, can launch a final hit to deal damage to enemies. Yeah, this is like the final turn. You can't just stay here forever and you cannot have a 100% uptime, I'm pretty sure. Like you can't just be Kaslana forever, but you can benefit from these turns. God damn, that's an insane amount of damage for a trial too, and single target as well. See, now his thing is red. 0 cycles left, I guess. That is pure insanity. When people were joking that we are now getting animations power creep, that's not even a joke anymore. That is just how it is. But anyways, I think that's a pretty good showcase of how he looks like and briefly what he does. So now we can actually jump into the MoC, just floor 12. This is my team actually, and I thought, why not bring Bronya back? Because she has this 100% advancement forward action, I mean, over Sparkle. They all use their normal stuff that they're supposed to be using, minus, well, Bronya has a 2+2 because Huohuo already has a full speed set, and Sunday has his, and yeah, the Lycons. I actually did not try the first half with him because I thought it was more for casters, but honestly, I spent way too many cycles in the first half with casters. I don't know why. But I'm curious about his stats in MoC and what he can do here. Did he just not crit? The beginning stats look like this. I still don't like all of this plus whatever. Just tell me how much attack he has. But yeah, by just entering battle, he has an insane amount of attack already, just without any buffs whatsoever. And finally, would you believe it, Sunday's ultimate is useful on someone. Wow. And that's what I like, that my Bronya is just slightly slower than Sunday, so she just gives him a turn right after Sunday does. And that's actually pretty fun, because I gave Phainon attack boots, as you maybe have noticed. I also don't really see a need in Sparkle because I don't feel like I need so many skill points. Yeah, it's time to destroy these motherfuckers though. I want to test my theory if enhancement has anything to do with his follow-up attacks, but let's see. Just how much damage it will do. That is not an insane amount of damage for that many targets, I think. Okay, let's do this one. I wonder if he like gets stronger with turns. Okay, well just now that actually hurt him. But his skill heals him. So that's nice. Okay, let's enhance now. Yeah, that's how it works. The follow-up attack works that way. See, he started getting stacks there at the bottom. And I think once he reaches like 5 or something, I don't remember for sure. Yeah, he will launch a follow-up attack. That doesn't only depend on how many times he gets hit, but I think more about like how many turns the enemies take. So he wants the enemies to be fast. But hey, and now you just do basically the same. I'm just curious in how many cycles they can finish it, considering that I don't know what I'm doing, and this is floor 12. So what I noticed is that he, unlike Caster's Meme Sprite, he keeps his halo from Sunday. I mean, I guess it makes sense because he's the same character. He just changes forms, but you know, that's pretty fucking good because I was kind of upset that Sunday just cannot really be used with most of my DPSs. So I'm thinking perhaps the whole enhancement part is more for the situation where you have a lot of enemies. That sounds like a good idea versus a boss where it maybe would be better to actually use his normal attack to do damage. Am I understanding something or am I just talking out of my ass? Probably the latter. This time the enhancement gave him like 4 stacks. Yeah, I must just be not understanding. There must be a way to consistently, you know, use the better rotation apparently. Because just now he did a million. What? Well, let me see what the game does. The game enhanced. They basically just did it in 6 cycles then. Oh, well, maybe I should have just read his goddamn talent. Okay, well, I said that I'm not gonna go in depth, but goddamn, that kind of explains it. So basically, I think the enhancement is about the skill. It's attached to the skills. Based on the number of enemies, you get Scorch. And Scorch are those points you need for the skill. Enhancement is definitely used more for many enemies kind of situation. Now I wanted to try Purification because I feel like in Purification, it's actually worth using his enhancement. I keep thinking that Phainon is imaginary, because I'm so used to the husbandos being imaginary. I don't know what it is. I know he can work with other supports as well. I'm wondering if maybe instead of Bronya, I could try someone else like Robin or Ruan-Mei, but I'm not sure who's gonna be better. Let's take that boost. I feel like that's good. I don't really want to try like all of the supports possible. I just don't really see a point. I feel like that's gonna be showcasing enough. It's just that I know that Sunday and Robin are really good supports. Obviously Ruan-Mei is still good too, but I was like, I mainly use her with my break team. I assume, well, I need to use her ultimate as fast as I can. Well, at least before his ultimate, because she won't be able to take actions during that. But I assume all of the buffs and everything provided by your allies, it still works. So that means her additional damage will still proc. I mean, it should. I, by the way, never checked his stats, but we can see it here because I don't think there is any crit damage or attack boosts anyway. This is from Sunday. It feels like a really good combo because Huohuo here is providing energy to everyone. Like I said, characters like Acheron do not even benefit from the energy boost. But over here, we see, yeah, the same stats. Nothing changes from him using the ultimate, minus the attack boost. Every time he enters the battle or he transforms, he gets a 50% attack boost. So these are some insane numbers, like 7,000. Let's see the purification damage, which is that's pretty respectable. What was that? Just got an achievement for something. I'm pretty sure he is resistant to like all of the crowd control effects. There's also this one, even when he's hit with the killing blow, he still does not actually die. He will restore his HP and exit the Kaslana state. So it's somewhat like when you use Castor's Dragon and it saves everybody, just launches its final hit and then just disappears. I can hear Robin's song in the background. It's so creepy. That is super creepy. We're like in another dimension right now. But yeah, I think there's something about resistance. Well, I guess we'll see. So now I want to enhance since it makes more sense. See, he also advances the enemies forward. I didn't see that at first. Yep, he's resistant. I'm quite sure he's completely resistant to crowd control effects, which is crazy. All right, and now we do the skill because that works. Because see how many more he has now? I wonder if the maximum amount you get also affects your damage, but it does not look like it. I think he hit the same amount last time too. He's kind of getting close to dying, you would think, but I mean, it's still 3,800 HP, so it's still a lot. And then he heals back by launching that counter. And now you do the same. That was 2 million now. He's about to exit his state and then he's probably gonna kill her. Yep. That is pretty good. So as long as you can actually have your whole rotation done before he enters that state, you're good. But I wonder how difficult it might be sometimes, you know, in situations when there's more cycles. Well, right now Robin is about to exit her ultimate. I think I'm good. I will literally just use it again before he enters his ultimate. It's just that I don't want to stall too much, you know, having his ultimate and waiting for all the supports taking turn is what I'm trying to say. Because Huohuo won't, but I think her attack boost still lasts. I don't know how. Oh fuck, she's about to die. Yeah, so she increases the attack for 2 turns. I think that's already gone, but that's never been very consistent anyway. So I guess in this scenario, since it's a boss, maybe enhancing is not a good idea. I don't know, but technically those summons, they are enemies. I mean, so it still works. They still take turns. I wouldn't say this result is particularly good. I mean, if you can get 30,000, it's whatever, and I think I can. Yeah, I'm already past 30,000, so I think I'm good anyway. I don't think it's needed, but it is going to be fun to try another team here because at least in pure fiction you can quite literally see how many points you have and how far off you were. So like 31,000 is good. If your other half can actually get around the same amount, that's great. But I would say when it's a new DPS, I always want to think that they can handle pure fiction better than that, to be honest, because the other team might not be able to do it. See, the problem is I think I'm just not, like this time around at least, I'm not benefiting from pure fiction because he does not do ultimate damage. Just out of curiosity, I want to try Bronya if that's gonna make things way better. I don't really think so. Okay, using Huohuo's burst might look like a waste because he's already maxed out on his... Wait, he can get more than that. I just noticed it was 12. Consistent 600,000, I would say, without a grit. My dude is a whole boss, I swear. He can't be crowd controlled, he can't be killed, he just keeps healing. This time around, it's the enemies who are actually just fucked over by the boss. Holy shit, I've never felt so much power before. This is insane. I don't know why they're doing worse. I'm just gonna tell you right now, I messed up previously, so I restarted the battle. But usually he should be able to get rid of this wave of enemies by, yeah, doing this counterattack. I don't know why he couldn't this time. And looking at the numbers, I can just say that he did more damage with Robin than Bronya, at least for me. But he might be able to enter his ultimate faster with Bronya. I think they're pretty similar in the results, you know? I wonder if he will cleanse this debuff of the HP restriction when he uses his skill. Yep, he does. Ha, he's literally a boss, man. That's taking forever. I'm not sure why. We're literally out of turns now. The current grid mechanics are related to the ultimate, and he's not using his ultimate to attack. I'm pretty sure his attacks literally count as skill and then follow-up attack. Let's just exit real quick because I don't really see a point in continuing because those teams are way too close and I just clearly like messed up somewhere. Instead of that, I'd rather just try something else. For example, this team, mainly because I realized I tried a few things just now. I don't want to include them in the video, but I noticed that you don't even get that much of a damage increase with other teammates for him because Huohuo is just that good, I guess. She's not just a healer, she also is an energy and attack buffer for him. So Tingyun has energy regeneration, which is great for him, and an attack boost, and I also gave her Robin's Lycon. I thought that would be more beneficial in this situation. But let's see. I also obviously wanted to just test the team without a sustain. I just want to see how that works. I also don't know what the overflow on the core flames does, because right now he has 13, or he had 13 before he entered the state. I don't know if he keeps the leftovers, sort of like Acheron does, and if there's a limit on how many he can hold. That is more damage than with Huohuo. I'm pretty sure with her, he did around 900,000. It feels like the results are better. Huh, is that the team? I mean, let's see how well they perform. It actually might not even be that much better cycle-wise. I'm seeing the same results as with Huohuo. 2.2 million is, I think, by far the highest damage he's done. Okay, this time he killed them before he exited his ultimate. That is good news, because this final hit will hit Argenti, yeah, right now. And that was 1.4 million. That is very good. Now let's see if we have enough skill points for this. I mean, Sunday is incredibly good for these situations. I will use Tingyun's skill. I have to.
Here we go again.
She almost ruined it for me again. Stop that, girl. Stop targeting wrong characters. She might die here. This is the last ult I can use, probably. And if he decides to kill someone, that would suck. I kind of wanted to test it if I can do it at all. Bronya's skill increases the damage dealt by the target, so I want to do that. So I think 15 is his limit, and I'm capping right now. And that was a thing that I was worried about. That what if I already cap on his ult, and I'm still waiting, you know, for the supports to take turns. And that's kind of what happened just now. But okay, it's fine. I'm sure they will release better supports for him. But maybe that's because my speed tuning sucks. I feel like there's a potential for a higher score. The score that I would feel confident with would probably be like 35,000, because that would mean that the other team can pretty much just slack off and just do 25,000, which is definitely way more realistic. But he's already almost beating the high score that he said, that is. Yes, he just beat it. And he also will have the final blast from his ultimate as well, which is fucking awesome. Which means that in the whole Pure Fiction, he can only use his ultimate twice. So he will hopefully be able to launch yet another counterattack and another skill, which might put me to 35,000, because I will have also the final blow as well. Let's find out. Okay, another million outside of grid. May I tell you, we will not get the grid, unfortunately. It was literally 90. Would you look at that? 35,000, just as I wanted. That is pretty good. I think at this point my characters will just start dying. Not to mention we just don't get to have turns anymore. Almost 37. But again, because it's Pure Fiction, you don't care even if your characters die. I would say this is a very decent score, considering Pure Fiction is not really made for a character like him. For the 4th stage or floor, whatever it's called, this is pretty good. I think 36 is one of my highest, which is funny that it's done by the character. It's not supposed to be really used there. I also got some sort of an achievement, which is have ally character Phainon become the target of 6 different types of teammate abilities in a single battle. What? 6 different types? Have ally character Phainon defeat 5 enemies in a single attack while transformed. Okay, I think this is more easy to get. The camera like over here, back where it was. So let me just finalize my thoughts on him and overall on the whole experience of pulling him and everything. Obviously, as much as I think these pulls were not the greatest, they're also not the worst. I could have not gotten early Clara. In a perfect world, you don't lose and you get your shit early and blah blah blah, but I don't know. First of all, it's unrealistic, and second of all, it's boring. Also because my previous pulls were not that terrible at all. A lot of them were very lucky, so overall I feel like I would still say that I am pretty lucky. It's just that sometimes there are these moments when you're like, god damn, why is it with the character I like? But then you ask yourself, okay, but why did you only say 160 pulls for a character you liked so much? Because you hoped you'd be lucky, but you might be forced to spend around 240 pulls. I think it's the worst case scenario is when you lose the character and lose the weapon. And unfortunately, that's how it is. Until we have some sort of a PD that revolves around how many of them you lost in a row, like capturing radiance, that's just what you have to deal with. If you do lose Lycones, I mean, I guess that's just how it is. Again, I feel like the probability of this happening so many times to one person is pretty low, which I find fascinating. In a way, my account, I guess, is very special because, like I said, crazy earlies and crazy lates sometimes, and crazy losses of 75 to 25. So I think that's pretty interesting. That's when it comes to pulling, which, by the way, I'm curious if you pulled him or not and what you think about him, because he's definitely OP. That's how he feels for now. Obviously, they will probably throw something new our way and then he will feel outdated, but I think for now he's gonna stay for a while. I think I will better his build, that's for sure. I am okay with the speed because I'm gonna be using him with Sunday all the time anyway. But yeah, even thinking back to playing Honkai 3rd, he was always a husbando, so I'm so happy that he's playable here. I wonder if they will bring someone else from there. Let me know about your thought in the comments down below, because I'm curious to see how many people, first of all, play Honkai 3rd and know who Kevin is, and second of all, how many people decided to pull for him, and how many people were like, nah, I'm not really interested. But now I don't think you would be watching this video anyway. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.